What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit about competitive bodybuilding, figure, fitness, physique, all those sports, and what it costs to do this stuff. Okay? So the first thing that you're going to need is a gym membership. So you're going to have a monthly fee of anywhere from, let's see, nowadays $29 to $59 a month for your gym membership. Now, if you're, a teenager and you're trying to get into this, possibilities are that you may not have that money. So if you don't have your parents willing to help you out, like my parents actually did that when I was 16 to keep me out of trouble because I was a little troublemaker. So they put me in the gym so that was positive and kept me doing stuff to stay out of trouble. So if you don't have the money for a gym now, you're going to have to find a place like in your basement or somebody's garage or something like that. So you're looking at the fee of $29 to $59 a month. So on top of that, you're going to have to get your pre-registered fee that you pay to be able to go into the competition. So now you're looking at $100 to $200 depending on what level the show is. On top of that, the organization you're going to be in, let's say it's the NPC for instance, you're going to have to pay a yearly fee for the NPC, which is a fiscal fee. So if you buy it in October, it ends in December. So you're better off buying it in January and letting it go for the whole year. And that's about $100 to $120 right there. You have your food bill. Food bills can be astronomical with the food that you're eating because you're eating these good, clean foods and meats that are expensive. Okay, it's not the cheap stuff that you would normally eat if you weren't trying to get into a competition. So you're looking at like the lean red meats, the lean ground turkey, the lean ground chicken, chicken breast, the more expensive meats, and you're looking at maybe the food bill going up to double of what it already was. So buying in bulk becomes really smart with Costco and stuff like that. You're looking at monthly supplement bills. Now, I know people that use $300 worth of supplements a month, and that's like your whey proteins, your creatines, your fat burners, your sleeping pills, your sleepy tea, like all that stuff, immune boosters, vitamins and minerals, all that stuff. So maybe, anywhere from $100 to $300 a month for that stuff. And then on top of that, let's see, you have to get your posing trunks. Now, here's one of the cheaper things. For guys, posing trunks are like $20. No big deal. So you can get 3 or 4 pairs, throw them in your bag. Women, your posing suits, if you're going to do figure, bikini, these things can be anywhere from $300 up to $2,500 depending on what level kind of suit you want. If you want a basic one or something that's really blinged out and like a pro level. And if you want a custom cut to you, that costs more. So for guys, you get a haircut, whatever you pay for your haircuts, but women have to have their hair professionally done, they have their nails professionally done, all these things get done, and they have a makeup fee. So, the makeup fee is usually about $125 the morning of the show because it's a stage makeup. It's not regular makeup. So it has to be applied in a certain way so when you're on stage and those bright lights hit, that they can see the features of your face and stuff, and it's not what you normally do. So now you have to go pay that. So in order to be dark enough on stage, you have to go tanning. So now you have a fee of, here in DC, it's $50 a month, unlimited tan. So you have that $50 fee tacked onto it to try to get as dark as you can. And then no matter how dark you get, you still need to put on the spray tan, which is the competition tan. So now you have Jantana, Pro Tans, the other ones, Sunseekers, all the different ones that are spray tan. So you get spray tan, but it's not a spray tan like you would get at the tanning salon. This is a competition color. It's really dark. It's specifically made for competition. And now you're looking at, you get a pre-kit about 2 weeks before, and you start using this special pH soap and stuff and scrub and special lotion. So that's like $35. Then it's $125 for the appointment to be tanned, for unlimited tans for the competition. So after that, you're looking at, well, if you're going to compete and be a competitor, you're going to have different size clothings. So what I mean by that is you're going to be obviously bulked up to a certain point and then dieted down to a certain point. So you're going to have clothes that fit you when you're heaviest and clothes that fit you when you're lightest, and probably everything in between. So now you're looking at, maybe triple or quadruple the wardrobe, which if you like to shop and buy clothes, I guess it's kind of cool, but it all adds up on top of it still. So now you have a whole new wardrobe, you got all this other stuff going on, and then more than likely, you're not going to be able to do it on your own. So you have a coach, a guru, someone who's going to guide you through it that will get you from point A to point B and get you on the stage. So those fees anywhere from $99 a month to $400 for 12 weeks to even more than that. Sometimes it's, if you're getting a trainer who's like an IFBB pro or something, like someone getting $1,500 for a contest prep and they're just talking to you online. Or if you're going into the gym to actually train with them, you're looking anywhere from $65 to $100 per hour to train with the person. Okay? Now, all that said and done, if you have to travel to where you're going, so let's say you live in, someplace that they don't have any competitions, so you have to go to another state. So if you can't drive there, even if you have to drive there, now you're looking at gas and accommodations. If you have to fly there, you're looking at a plane ticket. Plane ticket for you and whoever else is going with you. There and back, both ways, plus hotel, plus maybe a rental car, or at least some taxis to get where you're going. If you're lucky enough to have the competition at the host hotel, and you're staying at the host hotel, usually you don't have to go anywhere. You can just stay at the hotel, so you don't have to spend money in the taxis in a car. But now you're looking at those expenses on top of it. Now, don't forget, usually after a competition also, you haven't been able to eat the foods that you like. So now you will go ahead and do that stuff. And more than likely you do it in a little bit excess. So now you're spending like $40 on oatmeal cream pies from Little Debbie for a couple weeks because you can't stop eating them, or pizza or whatever it is. So now that food bill that was already high goes even up even further, because these pizza and stuff like that from Domino's, wherever you get it from, is actually more expensive than even if you bought it at the supermarket. So now the food bill goes up again. So just be aware how expensive this stuff is, because I've had many people approach me about training, and when they find out how much it costs, they stop and think twice, because they're not in a position to financially to be able to compete. So I had a guy approach me, this was not long ago, and he says, I want you to train me, I got a competition coming up. So I said, okay. So we figure everything out, the time and all that stuff, and I said, okay, here's the fees. And he looks at me and he goes, I don't have any money. I said, well, how do you plan on coming to the gym and paying for the gym, and how do you plan on, paying me for my services? And he says, well, I'm going to be a big bodybuilding superstar. I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be the next, not the next, but I'm going to be a Mr. Olympia one day. So when I become Mr. Olympia, what I'll do is tell everybody that you got me there and helped me, and that's how I'll pay you back. Another future Mr. Olympia. Great. So I'm blessed with all this Olympian greatness that comes my way. So when I explained to him that that's not how it works, and the chances of him actually getting on a pro stage or even a national stage were probably like 1,000,000 to 1 with his genetics, he decided that maybe he shouldn't compete because he wasn't financially ready to do it, and he realized no one was going to help him to the point that he needed, because that's what we do for jobs. We get paid. So I hope this will help you guys understand a little bit about what you're getting yourself into beforehand, because I don't think people really stop and realize that bodybuilding is like any other sport or hobby or anything like that. It's expensive. If you collect stamps, it can be very cheap or it can be very expensive. Or if you build model airplanes, you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on model airplanes or trains or whatever. And it's no different than that. So just be aware that you have definite expenses that can add up really quick. Bios3training@gmail.com. You can leave comments down on the bottom, and the blog is www.bios3training.com. We're out.